Hey there, Pro Church Media community, this is Jason, and in this quick tutorial, let's look at how to create the text intersperses photo effect. We're going to be working inside of Photoshop using masks. It's really simple to do, really easy to pull off some pretty sweet looking text effects. This photo is of the band Stryper. If you listen to Christian music in the 80s or 90s, you may have heard of Stryper, you may have listened to Stryper, you may have loved Stryper. I was all three of those at the same time. I was a teenager in the 90s, and so by then Stryper had begun to disband, but in a little room in the church I was going to, there was an old record player, and of all things, there was this box full of old Stryper records. And so sometimes after church, my friends and I would stay after and listen to Stryper on vinyl, because that's how cool we were. And obviously that's how cool I am now, since I'm still talking about Stryper, obviously. Something like that. Well, believe it or not, Stryper is still making music today. They just released a new album like a week ago or so. And so if you like metal, be sure to check it out. I think you'll like it. If you don't like metal, still check it out, because it will probably confirm exactly why you do not like metal. Anyway, this fine gentleman here is Michael Sweet, the frontman of Stryper. I think he's in his 50s, but he still has an incredible vocal range, still going strong after all this time, and so Michael Sweet is still sweet, but Anyway, let's get right into this. I already have my text over here, and I'm just going to make this background black and white, so let's do layer, adjustment layer, hue saturation, hit OK, just pull the saturation all the way down, maybe pull the lightness down just a little bit to add some contrast. That looks good. Okay, so as you're doing this, you kind of want to just think through in advance how you want your text to intersperse. I think I want the bottom part of this T to go under his arm, the little lower part of this L to go behind his thumb and the fretboard, the middle part of the L right here to go behind the fretboard. I think it's covering over his fingers here too, and then maybe the lower part of this E right here. Alright, so I'm going to be using the polygon lasso tool, and I usually find it easiest to drop the opacity on the text down just so I can see what I'm doing. Make sure you zoom in nice and close just so you can get in and work with those pixels. The polygon lasso tool is nice because you can easily follow contours without having to be perfect or have a steady hand. And I'm just clicking every time I want to add kind of an anchor point. And I'm just going to close it off like that, invert the selection to make sure I'm selecting everything outside of this, and then come down to this, just click this, add layer mask, and boom, it's masked out. Looking good. Okay, so let's work on this L here. It is behind his thumb, so let's just kind of do this. Make sure we get a nice thumb mask. Come down the fretboard over here, up again, close it off. Make sure the mask is selected, hit delete, and that looks pretty good. All right. And now we need to work on this L. I'm going to do this in 2 stages. So first of all, I'm just going to make a nice run along the fretboard here, close it off, hit delete, that looks good, and then I keep hitting the wrong button here, and then I'm just gonna kind of mask around his fingers here, wrong key, there we go. Now I'm doing all this with a mouse, so it's pretty. The polygon lasso tool is pretty useful even if you don't have like a pen tablet or anything. Hit delete, and that is looking good. Okay, so let's pull the opacity up real quick. That looks pretty good. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, so now we'll just do this E and we will be done with this. Again, I'm going to drop this down a little bit. Polygon lasso tool, just kind of follow that contour of the leg, close that off, make sure you invert the selection, do the mask, and that's looking pretty good. Actually, I'm not sure that I like, let me pull the opacity up. I may have missed just a little bit, so I'm just gonna make sure the mask isn't connected to the text layer. Maybe just move it down a little bit, and then I can maybe grab a brush here with an eraser and just kind of, you know, fine tune this a little bit more, and I think that looks better. Let's zoom out, and I think that is looking pretty good. And so there you go, pretty easy to do. And so hope this is helpful, and I will talk to you later.